Welcome back, guys. You know your favorite podcast, ABN, Assholes by Nature. It's your boy Key.
Boy, yeah.
And it's Lil Kill, all the way in Ohio.
And you know, today we're gonna get right into the bullshit per usual. You know what I'm saying? So today's episode we're gonna start off with the Meg and Tory. I know we're a little late, so you mean
Just bear with us.
Yeah.
It's been a little minute.
It's been a little minute for sure. But if you don't know, Tory Mag, they had like a wild week in court, and there's a bunch of allegations going on about Mag sleeping with a bunch of the guys that her best friend Kelsey, I think her name is, right? A bunch of the guys that Kelsey was dealing with, whatever. Big thing, it wasn't really nothing. Bunch of he say, she say, no real evidence on either side of who did it and who didn't do it. A bunch of bullshit. But Tory lost the case. He ended up in jail. He just filed for appeal, I think, like on Monday. So a couple days ago. And now we're here. I mean, we covered it before, so I think, you know, we should talk about it. But like, what y'all feel about the whole thing in general? Like, do y'all really think he guilty? Because I think there was a lot of reasonable doubt as far as the evidence went.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a lot of contradictions too.
Well, overall, I don't like to get into celebrities' lives too much, but my biggest thing is I hate when people talk about things that they're not, like, it has nothing to do with them. So like, people will be claiming somebody did it or didn't do it, but you wasn't there. So your opinion is kind of invalid at this point. Like, cases can go wrong at any time. Me personally, I don't know. So, because I wasn't there, but I don't think he should have been. I don't know. Yeah, I can't really speak on it because I wasn't there, but it's a weird situation overall. That's really all I got to say about it, for real. But Shorty's was sleeping with a lot of dudes, though. That's the only thing I was like, just like, damn, this is like a big orgy with all three of them at this point. Like,
basically.
Like, imagine saying all this shit in court, like, oh yeah, she slept with him, and him. Oh yeah, Tory was sleeping with her, and her. I'm like, damn, it's like a fucking reality TV show in fucking court.
That's on the papers too.
Yeah.
Those your official bodies. That's on paper.
Like, damn, something my man Ben can't even shoot no more. He gave him the pussy. He probably can't even shoot no more after that shit, bro.
A couple people, the baby, all that shit.
The baby, that's why his career going off right now. That nigga going on a decline. My man Ben Simmons about to be out the league soon.
Man, how Ben Simmons bag her? Like, with all NBA players, how that nigga get her?
I mean, he get a lot of bitches. It's Ben Simmons.
He doing all this without shooting, bro.
He's still light skinned, tall nigga, so it's just
yeah, true that.
But go ahead, Lil. You got anything to say about it?
Man, honestly, like Lil said, I don't be following them too much because they all people at the end of the day. So, but I mean, as far as I heard he actually did that shit because then he called like somebody while he was on the job. I ain't hear the actual audio, but then he called somebody. He
was apologizing, but he never said what he was apologizing for.
Yeah, he definitely didn't. But that was so
cool. It could be like either like he could just be apologizing for the night in general or all the trauma of the night, but you didn't really know. Like me personally, I ain't gonna care. I get the nigga guilty as fuck, but I feel like it could have been. There's a lot of ways it could have went. You don't know. Like Lil said, we wasn't there. I think if I was to take a guess, I think because it was a witness that said he seen the shorty shoot.
Yeah, he said he definitely did say he seen shorty shoot though.
Tory shooting in the air, and then they like I guess the next day they put him on the stand again, and he changed the story. He was like he seen Tory shoot 5 shots in the air recklessly. But both times he says Tory was shooting in the air or some shit like that. So it's like Tory clearly shot, but like at the same time, how wasn't none of his DNA found on the gun? And it's like I don't know, like this shit just it's like I said, it's a weird case, bro. It was a lot of reasonable doubt.
Ain't OJ tight, but it's up there.
Yeah, like it was a lot of reasonable doubt. So it's just like that's all it is. I think it was just a lot of reasonable doubt. OJ he guilty too, but fuck that. But yeah, so it was just a lot of reasonable doubt. But I think, like I said, I think him and the best friend took some shots at Meg, to be honest. And I feel like he ain't gonna say shit because he don't want to snitch.
So, question. So, what's like the greatest celebrity like trial of all time? Then, so like you got the R. Kelly John.
Kelly, bro, how many allegations did that man beat on separate times, bro?
You say beat?
Yeah. Like, how many cases have he beat, bro?
No.
Kelly. He beat the first joint with the piss and all that.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
And he had another one before that, I think, or after that he beat. My man's was 2-0 in court at one point. I mean, he
now he just
got caught. Yeah,
his ratio been on a losing streak right now. they probably trying to roof him.
Yeah, it's like it's over for him. But like he was on a winning streak. He was 2-0 at one point.
How y'all think he holding up in jail right now? How y'all think he holding up in prison?
I think that nigga bitching, man. He bitching. But they probably got him in the talent show singing and shit.
He probably singing in niggas' ears on the bed, on the bunk beds and shit.
That's what I'm saying. We're like, hey, Kelly, sing that shit. Right?
You know, niggas always still listen to Kel, so they probably just like, yo, I need you to sing that step to the name of love real quick, bro. I mean, they probably got my...
He probably calling somebody on the payphone, some random prisoner and shit. It's like, yo, babe, guess what? I got R. Kelly right here. He gonna sing for you.
Sing, nigga.
Real rat. He could be doing good. He could be doing bad. I don't know. It's hard to say. All right, so speaking of jail, right? How do y'all feel about the Gunna and the YSL whole thing? Do you consider what Gunna did and the rest of them did snitching, or do you not?
Same thing. I wasn't there, but see, it's like a slippery slope because like his lawyer, the way he's presenting his case, where it's saying is he didn't incriminate nothing that Thug did, right?
Right.
So, but people just saying it's snitching just because other people are just saying it's snitching. They not really want looking at the facts.
All right.
So I don't really know. I don't
see. For me, I think it's snitching for one reason, right? Because the case, if y'all don't know, by the way, I forgot. So Young Thug, YSL, the label went down for they all got a RICO charge for supposedly being in a gang. There's a bunch of evidence proven about that. They're using lyrics, all that, which I think should be illegal using lyrics. But they're using lyrics, a bunch of things, and a lot of the members who went down took plea deals to get out of jail. Young Thug wasn't offered a plea deal. Gunna took a plea deal. Now, my thing is, the reason I think it's snitching, because, right, the one case that was against Gunna was with him and Young Thug. I don't know if anybody else was in the car, but they said when you were pulled over in the car with Jeffrey Williams, there was whatever drugs it was. I think they said promethazine and a weapon found, a gun. There's like, and you're saying it did not belong to you. Is that correct? He said, yes, ma'am. And then...
So it was draw snitching?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he said, she was like, do you acknowledge that YSL is a gang? He said, yes, ma'am.
I did see that clip. You might be right.
So I think that's why it's snitching. Because like, if we can't say 6ix9ine is snitch and not say Gunna is snitch. Because although 6ix9ine literally went on the stand and said, he did it, this, that. So his snitching was a little more extreme, but snitching is snitching at the end of the day. So like, if you go out there and she don't say nobody else was in the car, she only say you and Jeffrey Williams was in the car, and you say it was not your drug.
Okay,
it's only
he was draw snitching.
Yeah.
But is Gunner like a real street boy though? Like,
I don't think so. What's his name? Kitchens, man.
That's what I'm saying. So like, I don't think he portrayed as that. I know he was just like his label is, but if you were around that, right? And if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure he's one of the people clowning 6ix9ine and them. And if you're around, and even if you're not, I get it, but it's like, this man literally changed your life. Like, he put you on. You would not be. Yeah, they had the Call of Duty commercial together.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you would not even be nowhere near where you are if it wasn't for him.
How you feel about it, Lil?
Man, wasn't he only facing like 5 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, like he enough for that.
That's what I meant to say. I don't think they should have roofed Tory like that. They try to give him like a maximum.
But
20.
it's not sentenced yet.
Yeah, and I know it didn't get to that point, but I don't think he should get more than probably like past 3 years, bro.
He gonna do 3 and get like parole or something.
He probably do he get time served too?
They might. I don't think they gonna give that to him. It depends on how the appeal go. He gonna lose the appeal for sure, I think. But yeah, I don't know. But Gunna, yeah, I think that's snitching. Lil, what you think?
No, for sure. Like you said, that dry snitch. I forgot about that. Cause me off my head, I'm thinking like, all right, he basically saying I'm going to snitch if you need me to snitch. So I'm like, all right, he ain't really snitching yet. But then you said about that's not my gun or my drugs. And he says, why sell a gang? You said, yes, that's definitely snitching. So I don't. And then he snitched on his mans too. Like with 6ix9ine, I get it, cause it's like them niggas is trying to do you dirty. So I get 6ix9ine snitching situation. It's just how he came out of jail and handled that situation. That's what I don't fuck with. But 6ix9ine snitching, I get that. But Gunna, no, that's drawing. Like
that's my thing too. Well, all of them, it's like Young Thug was feeding all y'all. Like he made all y'all legit millionaires. So it's like y'all really going to turn y'all back against this man. Like I feel like at that point you gotta just face whatever you get.
You got to.
There's no way. There's no reason to snitch in that. Like I get nobody want to do time in jail, but like when you come out, if you come out, depending on the cases, you coming out the millions. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you coming out to nothing. So it's just like, and you knew what you was getting into when you signed up for that, and you was around it and all that shit, and it was cool then. But now that the judges come,
but they had other boys from the squad ratting too. It was some one boy. He was crazy.
It was a lot of them.
He started checking his posts and all that shit.
Oh yeah, that John definitely was funny. He's saying like, yo, am I alive right now? Snitching like this hard?
Yeah, it was a lot of them. Most of them was snitching. It's only like, all right, so I think it was like 40 people arrested. Only like 5 of them still in jail. They're the only 5 that ain't snitch. Plus Young Thug.
That's out of pocket.
Some shit like that. It was some crazy ass number. I don't know exactly. I'm just exaggerating. But like out of like the 20 or some shit, I think it was actually 20. Only like 6 is still in jail.
So based on that number, do you think having a more solid group of friends is better than having like a lot of people around you?
Yes. And see, this goes into something I wanted to ask, and it could go into the other joint you just said. Mm-hmm. So like I feel like when you, in general, like when you choose your friends and all that, you gotta have people you trust with your life. Cause generally, if you do something, in general, like if you do something or you go somewhere, basically you saying you trust the people that's around you, and basically you putting your life in their hands. So I'm expecting you not to backdoor me. You know what I'm saying? I'm expecting you not to set me up, or I'm expecting you if some shit go down that you gonna help me or rock for me or some shit. So I think like in general with life, like you gotta have people around you that you trust. You can't just be around a bunch of people. Cause you're around a bunch of people, that's how you get into jams and shit. And that's how people just start ratting just to rat or whatever the case may be.
But see, that's why you gotta really evaluate people. Cause I'm quoting Charleston White. That's the wrong person to be quoting, but he did say some real shit on this one post. He said, "It's no honor among thieves," right? Mm-hmm. So if you around like a whole bunch of street dudes, like all of them not going to be thorough. Like you got to really watch people's actions most of the time, because anybody can backdoor you from any moment. Like they can, money can really change a lot of things. So
a lot of people
in power. So people will take your life or backdoor you for like the smallest thing, and it happened just over the simplest things now. So you think it won't happen just because that's your homie? And y'all, like,
you see what's funny though? 2 people I hate the most. Like, not hate, but like I don't like disagreeing with, it's Charleston White and Blueface. But I swear them niggas be dropping some diamonds, bro. Like, they really be dropping some jewels sometimes.
He say it in a funny way though. That's the funny part.
Like he say it out of pocket, but he really be dropping he really be dropping some jewels. But yeah, like you can't be around.
I'm just thinking this nigga said fuck King Bob.
Yo, you gotta be a informant though. Like you be seeing him post with all the guns and all that, man.
All the weapons and shit.
Like he be on the road with a bunch of weapons. Ain't no way you getting through customs and all that without being an informant, bro. He gotta be an informant.
I seen that nigga was just down 52nd Street not too long ago.
Huh?
Yeah, he was down 52nd Street. I don't know why. He was like Philly dirty, but
no, but like he definitely one of them old heads that probably be chilling under the train tracks. If I was really seeing him in real life, that's what he probably remind me of, one of them old heads that be sitting outside the deli drink.
Real shit, smelling like cigarettes.
Big ass box of Newport. That's look at it type.
Speaking of that though, like all these gang affiliations and shit, what do you feel about like dudes having switches on guns and can't even aim properly? So
I think that like, all right, see, here's my thing. Again, going back to the music, we glorify music and like Lil Dumbass, who actually sipped syrup because he thought it was scissor and shit.
Yeah, he got me to sip a little bit. He got me to sip a little bit. He was nodding in geometry class.
But
he a bad influence. I'm not gonna hold you.
Drinking maple syrup because he heard them say it. But just like music do affect like day-to-day basis and shit, because people hear like Lil Durk and all the rappers saying switches and all that now they want to go do it. And it's stupid because, like, a lot of people don't even have aim with a regular Glock or a regular gun on you know what I'm saying? So you adding a switch, which is already harder to control, it's automatic, and it goes all over the place. Like you can't possibly aim that. Like it's professional shooters, like people in armies and all that who can't do it. So what makes you think a regular person on the block can do it? And that's why there's a lot of innocent deaths and all that going on. And I think it's part of the reason is the music and shit. Mm-hmm. And it just like,
yo, speaking of this, I seen a video literally last night. Some boy coming out the store, right? So imagine he coming out, a cop going in. He bumped the cop on the shoulder, right? So the cop was like, yo, took him, put him on the ground. And he was like, what do you do that for? He said, I ain't do nothing. I'm just trying to go home. But he purposely bumped him. So he just started searching him. He found like a Glock with a switch on it.
Yeah, I think I seen that shit.
He said he found a Glock with a switch on it. He's like, oh, you done. You're done, boy. That's exactly how he said it. He was like,
they illegal as fuck. Yes, I think.
It's a minimum 10, right?
Yeah, I was about to say it's a minimum of 10 years.
Minimum 10?
Yeah.
Oh, no, you got me fucked up. Just getting caught with that shit. Imagine I ain't even used the shit, and I just got caught.
No, it's like, especially right now, bro, like the highest Johns is switches and Fetty. You get caught with any one of them, you get like a minimum 10.
Yeah.
Minimum.
That shit crazy. But how you feel about it, Lil?
No, yeah, the dumb shit. Like, you get a minimum 10 if you get caught with the shit. No, I'm cool. I'm not about to do 10 years, especially if I ain't even use the shit. But no, like you said, yeah, them automatic shit. Even the military, like, they don't even shoot their guns in automatic because, like, they know that shit not effective. Like, I get it if you, like, dead close, like, close range, point blank. Then
but even then, it could jam or it fucks up or you miss. It goes out of control. Yeah. Especially if you try to do one hand, it's going to go up every time you shoot.
But the boy, the gun was also stolen too, so they charged him for that.
Fucked up.
They charged him for that.
Oh, he fucked. He fucked.
What else he had? He bumped the cop.
God forbid he a felon. God forbid he a felon.
Nah, what was 17?
Oh,
but he had like 8 charges off that one joint. I seen the paperwork on like Twitter and shit. But somehow he beat that joint. I don't know how.
Oh, he read it. Informant.
Somehow he beat that
informant. Ain't no way you beating that. Unless they just decide to let him go, which I highly doubt. He is now an informant or a CI.
Yeah, I don't know how he did that.
He a CI.
But my man got off with not a switch, but like with like an illegal gun.
See, it's easier to get off with an illegal gun, right? But when you got facing 8 charges and all that shit, and you getting off, that's suspect as fuck, bro. That's like me and you go down, right? Or I go down with your shit. They get me for murders, all that shit, and I just walk out.
Yeah, I'm definitely leaving the country.
That's what I'm saying.
Like yeah, can't get out so fast.
Like that shit, he boy probably a CI for sure.